This isn't going to be a Saab video. This is actually going to be a BMW video. If any of you watched my last channel update, you will know that I was on school vacation and I was pretty sick. And unfortunately, right as I was getting better and I was still having some symptoms of the flu, I got exposed to COVID. So I can't go back to school because I don't know if I'm symptomatic with early stages of COVID or if I just still have the flu. What I'm gonna be doing is between classes, put some work into this 2002 BMW 325Ci. It needs some work. I'll give you guys a quick walk around so you can see. There isn't really anything as far as bodily damage goes. There's no rust on the body itself. It's actually in pretty decent shape. Battery that hooks up to the rear, that is the wrong battery for it. I have not tried to start it yet. All looks pretty clean under here, not gonna lie. Let's take a look at the inside. Inside is probably what's in the most rough shape that from what I've seen. You can see the plastics on the inside here are all cracked up. That's pretty normal. The leather on the doors and the plastics look in pretty decent condition. The seats are a little bit worn. They've got some cracking on the sides and wear and tear all around. The steering wheel's pretty decent condition. The BMW paint on the center is coming off. The dash is not cracked from what I can see. That looks like, oh, maybe it is. Nope, that's just dirt. Looks like the back seats are in pretty good shape. That's just some dirt and stuff in the back. Some things I have to clean out since I was driving this my senior year before I got the Saab. We just pulled it down here with the tractor last night. Let's throw a battery in this thing right over here and we'll see if we can get this thing to start up. Cars with interior mounted batteries will have vent hoses to allow explosive fumes that the battery gives off to exit the vehicle. Now you plug it into one side and then you plug it into the hose. Then you put a plug on the opposite side to allow nothing to exit into the cabin. Take this, set it down in, and then tighten up our battery to make sure that it doesn't wiggle everywhere. Okay, with YouTube magic, I have now slid it into place, so I'm going to have to tighten this down. Positive side here. So negative, nice and tight. That should be good. Let's see if she starts up. Sounds promising. Okay, we've got an airbag. Whoa. There's some type of rumble going on here. Yeah, I can feel something. Something's definitely wrong and it is not running very good. Oh yeah, now the whole car is rumbling real low. Sounds like it has some lifter tick possibly. But that should go away with an oil change, so that's what we'll do next. All right, I'm currently dumping in some better fuel here. Picked up some 93 because we're at about half a tank of 87. I tried to siphon it out, but I don't have any tubing long enough, so mixing 87 with 93 in the right parts could make like an 89 or maybe a 91 mixture. All right, I have to go ahead and start the car and get it moved so that I can give it an oil change in a spot that's gonna allow it to be level when it's up on the stands. So as you can tell, it doesn't sound too terrible, but I've already bought stuff for it, so I might as well service it quite a bit. All right, I now have it on jack stands, and while it's not up super high, all I have to do is get to the drain bolt underneath because the filter is on the top, so that makes my life pretty easy. Okay, so let's go ahead and get under the car, see where that drain bolt is. Okay, so I'm seeing a hole here right under the oil pan, and that is our drain bolt right there. There we go. So we got the oil filter off. So I've got the fresh oil filter and O-ring in. Let's take a look in there real quick first though. Okay, cool. Just wanted to see if anything had fallen in, like leaves or anything. Now that I have put the drain plug back in and the oil filter, I'm gonna go ahead and fill it up with oil. We'll start with this small bottle here. Measurement by eyes. Now that is 0.9. So I just realized I forgot to film, but I put all the oil in it and I'm on to doing spark plugs. To do that, you have to take off these two trim pieces, pop off these little plastic things here. They go in like this. Just take a flathead screwdriver, pop them out. There's 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, and then way back there, 4. Side, they're 10 millimeter, and then 2 nuts on the left side. And those are also 10 millimeter, so it makes it pretty easy. So now I've gotten both off of the right side. Go ahead and take off your oil cap and then pull this off. There you go. So these are your coil packs, and underneath your coil packs are your spark plugs. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that you need 2 10mm bolts off of each coil pack, and then you unplug it here. That's how you do it, right there. Just lift up on this. Something incredibly important to know, always undo your negative battery cable before you go ahead and do any of this stuff. No sensors will get messed up and you won't get electrocuted. Before I continue, one last thing that I would like to note that's really important. You can't just use any socket for spark plugs. Use a spark plug socket. There is a rubber ring or a magnet or a combination of both that holds your spark plug into place, guides it into your cylinder correctly so that you don't smack it around. A really important thing to note with spark plugs is if you hit them wrong, they cannot work. So I went ahead and I just did the first cylinder myself anyway. I will show you how to do them on the rest. See that? A little different. Go ahead and undo this bolt and this bolt. So when you've removed those 2 bolts, go ahead and take a screwdriver of any various size here and lift. Just like that. While you're lifting up on this metal bracket, pull back the plastic piece underneath. And now we'll go ahead and disconnect it. Come on, buddy. Oh! Go ahead and set that down somewhere safe. Now go ahead and get your spark plug socket and snake it down in there. Twist it until it goes on all the way. There, perfect. I guess if I'm gonna keep making content like this, I'm gonna have to get the GoPro back out so I can easily take videos. There you go. If this is your first spark plug job, it is going to feel like they are spinning forever, and it's because they are. When it's nice and loose, you can go ahead and just take the ratchet right off, or spin it to the left a few extra times. You just want to make sure that it's coming out. And then gently lift out and unplug it. And there you have it. Go ahead and don't touch the bottom. You can't get it dirty. Go ahead and slide spark plug into the spark plug socket. Now, even more gently, slide it into the hole. You don't want to hit it around the sides. You want to just perfectly keep yourself center. Slide it down very easily. Perfect. There we go. And you'll feel it hit the threads on the bottom. Because if you smack that sucker on the bottom, it's going to ruin your spark plug gap by pushing the bottom bar into the material. And once you've got it hand tightened, go ahead and grab your ratchet and basically just do it till it won't turn. There are specifications for tightness. I do not have a torque tool with me right now, so I'm going by how hard I had to push to loosen it. Okay, once you have it in, go ahead, plop this sucker back in there. And what I've found is that it's easier to plug this thing in first. And then like this. And then tighten it up. So unfortunately, I can't reach those last 2 without taking off this drain or whatever the heck this stupid thing is. Quite literally pull that cover off, get your filter out of the way, and look under. You've got 4, yeah, I guess just 4 of these Torx. So yeah, the easy way is to take out those 4 T30s and then just pull. It's possible there might be one more thing over here that's hidden, but I seriously doubt it. Yeah. I was right. Again, look at that. Good. And clip these in the front and get your wires out of the way. Then you can move the whole thing out. Well, it's all done. So, spider. Huh. Okay, so car's all done. It runs pretty good, and I think I'm going to give it a quick pressure wash before the video is over. And the reason I'm not taking you guys on a test drive before the video is over is because the roads are so bad it almost tore the front bumper off the car. I think next time I might try doing coil packs because it's still giving like a weird flashing symbol. I'll look into it more, but on Saabs that's generally a misfire. So I'm cleaning it up because it's got this hard like brown stuff all over it. It's probably from sitting under pollen or something of that nature. I'll let you guys know what the results are. So it's all pressure washed now. The hood is definitely going to need some more work because this is just set in dirt. So that's going to need a scrub, but the rest of it came out pretty good. As far as the pressure washing went, doesn't seem to be any paint damage. I did finally find one spot of rust on the car. And it's literally right here. Let's go ahead and start this thing up and pull it forward behind the Saab. Thanks so much for watching the video, guys. Let me know if you want more BMW content. I'm probably not going to be doing more, even if you want it. So this is a Saab channel. This is just something I'm selling to make some money. So I'll see you in the next one.